Hi everyone. How is everyone? Oh my gosh, seriously. How is everybody doing? Guys, today is ridiculous. I am having my own day. It's like, hi Mitz. Oh, yay. Okay. Guys, I'm having internet issues. This is how my life is going today. Having some internet issues. Oh my gosh, seriously. Can you guys hear me? I am having some issues. What in the world? You can hear me. Guys, I don't know what is wrong with my thing. It is just like, oh my gosh, seriously. You guys, I am having, the sound is good? Oh, good. You guys, something is really wrong with my computer. Now I don't even see the image coming up. The sound is good? Okay, let's see. Maybe it's going to come up now.
Now when a customer clicks
great.
on a link.
All right. Guys, this is ridiculous. I'm having my own ridiculous issue. So, how's everyone? You know, I don't know what's going on with my computer, but I have had this most ridiculous. You can hear me fine? Oh, good. All right, well, let me. so silly. Okay, let me go back. Hi, Linda. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Malia. Hi, River City. Hi, Kathy. Oh, my goodness. Who have I missed? Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Linda Mack. Hi, Lori. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Laura. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Patricia. Oh, great. Well, I'm glad you guys can hear me. Yay. Hi, Joni. I saw your pictures. I'm glad you got a new arm thing. Awesome. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Hi, Linda Carruthers. How are you? Hi, Susan. Hi, Mitz. Sound is good. Okay, great. I don't know if I missed anyone. Hi, Carla Caged Fish. Did you guys hang out with Carla today? It was awesome. Hi, Spectrum. Maddie. Awesome. Hi, Emily. Hi, Jean. Okay. Hi, Kristen. If I've missed anybody. Hi, Trace. All right. If I missed anybody, let me know. I am, guys, I'm having my own issues today. I don't even know why, but I am, and I'm having my own issues with my internet and what have you. So I'm going to work in my art journal. That is what I'm going to work in. I want to let you know that Thursday I will post a link in, I'll post a link in our Crafting Mamas Facebook group. But Thursday, I am going to be doing a live stream with, Stacy from Pink Poodle Crafters. So I hope all of you guys can come. I think it's Thursday at a regular time. It might be a little bit earlier. Hi, Lolly. Hi, Kate. Hi, Vicki. Yes. So I know it's going to be fun. I don't exactly know what we're going to work on. I'm just going to go with it. You know, I don't have my art space back together. I got to chat with Hottie Poe the other day, and I'm sorry, I'm going to try to move my computer back so that I can see you guys. I had a chat with. No, she's not visiting me. We're going to do a live stream. We're just going to do a joint live stream. It'll be on her channel, and I will put the link in our Crafting Mamas Facebook group. No, she's not visiting me. She's asked me a while back to do a a live stream with her, so I'm going to, so it'll be fun. Get your beverage of choice. It is extra hot here, you guys. Beverage of choice is seltzer. Woohoo! Seltzer with a little bit of ice. So I was showing Hottie Po. I was complaining, about my art space, my tiny, tiny art space, and what a mess it is because I've just piled whatever I think I might want underneath it. Most of it, I would say, what I used regularly is put either in the garage in a place where I can't find it or reach it, or it's in storage. So it's been a little hard. You know what it's like when and then I didn't art for all that month or whatever. Will I woo-woo? I won't woo-woo at my Stacy's thing. What I'll do is, after the live stream on Thursday, if you guys want to woo-woo, we'll come back to my channel and woo-woo. I mean, I don't know. I guess I could talk to her about it. So this was my art journal that I'm making out of this little tiny book, which is called The Tennis Player's Diet. I got it from the free... Hi, Tracy Hamilton from Australia. Which I got from the free bin, and I just started working in it last week, and I did a little texture paste, and I'll show you what I've done so far, which is not a lot. This page, which I actually really like, I don't know how good the light is, because I got to work on, getting, I thought I'd be back in somewhat of a better space than right now, but I'm not. So the light's really not good here, but, so this is my first page, and then these are just some magazine pieces. I gessoed the book and glued some pages together, and then I did make a little pocket in the back, and this was the page I worked on last week with you guys. I did add a couple more pieces to it. It needs more, but I'm not unliking it. Who's eating this tennis player? I know, right? So this is the page, and this is the one I'm working on. You know what it is I'm addicted to this size of book. And, oh, hi, Benita. I am addicted to this size book. So it's usually the Who Moved My Cheese, 1 Minute Money Manager, Bridges of Madison County, and now this 1970s Tennis Player Diet. I like this texture paste, you guys. You guys should try it. I don't know where I don't have it in front of me. It's that DAP quick drying spackle, and it works really good, but I think what I like most about it, I don't know how well you can see it because the glare when they have a little lamp. Lynn's saying, Heidi's swap texture paste is on clearance at Michael's for $1.29. Okay, all you Michael's lovers, go get some. But I'm liking it because you can get it at a hardware store, and you only need a little bit, and it will last a long time. I need to re-glue this down. I was trying to decide whether I wanted to put something over it, but I don't really need to. So that we're added a little bit more to the page. I want some flowers. I didn't find any images with any flowers I liked. How many of you guys collect gardening books? I'm definitely addicted to gardening books. Especially those ones that they sell at Home Depot where you can. So I'm going to work on a couple pages in here. I'm liking this page. But I'm addicted to those gardening books, especially those ones that you can get that have lots of pictures in them, and they're paperback, and you usually get them at Home Depot, but you can find them at yard sales for really cheap. You use spackle to make your gesso. This one is, you guys, where did okay, it is close by. It is this, somebody asked me, this is what it is. It's called, the brand that I have is DAP, Fast Drying, Fast and Final, Patch and Prime, One Step, Lightweight Spackle. The optimal word is lightweight, because if you use regular spackle, it is way too heavy. You have too many gardening books, Kate? Hi, Bootsy. We're happy you're here. Choir rehearsal sounds awesome. So what I like about this one, and I know this is probably not so eco-friendly, but I didn't create it, is it has some sort of polyvinyl in it. So when you put it on a page, it bends so it doesn't crack. So this page that I put it on the front of the book right here. I mean, not that you're going to be doing this with your journal page, but you see, it has a lot of give to it. So Malia says you can get decent spackle from the Dollar Tree. Just make sure whatever spackle you get is lightweight. So I don't know what I'm going to work on in this book yet, but I'm going to start soon. I did get this. So I went to drop some clothes off at our neighborhood church thrift store. and I always peruse their books. And then they have a section where, I don't know, but look, this is an old seashell book. I don't know exactly when it was printed. It's coming apart, so it's perfect for me. They were probably going to throw it away. Where does it say? Does this have a date on it? When was it? Copyright 1962. But look, it's really cool. All the pages are falling out. So I have to say, I felt like I scored. It was a quarter. I'm sure if I'd fussed, they'd have given it to me, but why? I took a bunch of stuff and then bought one thing. Bought one thing. I know, great pictures, right? Yeah, I don't know what, I was thinking I might cut these up and make some embellishments, or I might scan them first so that I wanted to make multiple embellishments. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. What's super sad is like some of these shells would be shells that you would have found here, but no more. Maybe you find them on the outlying islands that are less populated. And I don't think it's beachcombers that take them. I think it's just, I don't know. But anyway, that was my big find for the week. Not that I'm trying to collect any more stuff, because I'm not, but I like it. And I got some really cool mail from Julianne a while back, and she sent me some happy mail, and I've been using it in my, she sent me, look at this envelope though. I will show you some pages. I want to use some of this in my journal. She sent me some of these, which are really cool. But look at this envelope. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a really big envelope. Linda says she uses spackle for her mini mix projects. But isn't this cool? The whole envelope is it's one of those envelopes. So I'm like super excited about that. So she sent me some stuff. I've been thinking about making a journal out of these. I haven't done it yet. But look at these pictures she sent me, these images, which I thought was super cool. Like, she sent me this image, like, look, isn't that cool? It came from, I don't know, and I guess an Area Environments magazine. Look, isn't that cool? Loved it, and this one is good too. Tear sheet, not intended for color matching, but I thought they were really great. Thought they'd be good in my book. And she sent me just some random stuff, which is all cool, you know. A couple things I put in there when I was cutting out a magazine because I thought I'd save them. But she sent me just all this like random bits and pieces, which probably for the average person would be like, oh my gosh. But for me, I was like, wow, thank you. Look at these. I guess these must be paint swatches, but they're super heavy duty thick. So I'm thinking I may cut them up and make embellishments out of them. I don't know. Maybe they'd be great covers for my crazy little mini books. But they're very thick. They're Scuffmaster solid metal color painting swatches. They're very cool though. So I don't know what I'm going to use them all for, but that's what she sent me. So thank you, Julianne. That was very thoughtful. And thank you for the sweet happy mail. And for those of you that have sent me happy mail that I haven't shown on camera, I'm just going to tell you why. It's not that I don't love you and I appreciate you. You guys, I'm not a good receiver, so I get a little bit embarrassed and overwhelmed. And I also don't want to make anyone else feel like they have to send me anything, because you guys know I don't need a thing. So these are some things. So not very good at but I appreciate you and thank you for all of you that send me, because I do get some cool bits and pieces. So this is some stuff I have in my little pocket here I'm going to use. So I was away. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Kiala. How are you? Oh. Carla, I loved your stream today. It was awesome. And for those of you that haven't gone over and joined Carla's channel, go over to Carla Caged Fish here on YouTube, and you'll love what she does. Okay, I think I'm going to work on this page. I decided I would break it up. I don't know whether I'm going to make this just like a little half page, if I'm going to add something to fold out, if I'm going to make it into a pocket on this side. I don't know. You guys, I have to go with the flow. My flow is sometimes weird. You need a way to say what I said. Oh, what did you get embarrassed when people send you happy mail? You guys, I don't know what it is. It makes me feel like, I don't know. I'm so grateful, and I love all the really kind of weird and cool things everyone sends me. But I get overwhelmed, and then sometimes I cry, and then it's just ridiculous. So I appreciate what you said, and I appreciate what all of you give me, but please never feel like you have to, and please never feel like, that's not what I'm about. I have more than enough. More than enough. I have more than enough. But I appreciate it. I do. I totally do. So I had cut out, I don't know what those girls, maybe I didn't put them in here, but you guys, I cut out random things for no reason. Like this was somebody's shirt, but I just like the pattern of it. This was a fence, and I like the pattern of it. Just like, because I've been going through and purging my stuff. I have, I've been purging all my magazines. I've been trying to like just do like quick go-throughs, like where I'm not doing like a ton of, where I'm not really looking at everything individually and just kind of saying, okay, am I going to use this? If I am, let me just take a few pieces out of it, that sort of thing. I thought she was very pretty. Isn't she pretty? I like this red paper. How many of you guys are addicted to home decorator magazines? Me. Now, these are just what I thought I might use in this book, and I may not use it. I may not, and that's okay. I don't have to. I like this one too. So, I don't know. I guess I just need to pick one and go for it. Pick a theme and go for it. I like this red, but I also like this black and white thing. I also had some other stuff. Let me see. Hi, Cassandra. How's your mom doing, Cassandra? Everybody wants to know. You guys, it is so hot here. And I'm not complaining, but it's unusually hot. And usually the trade winds keep everything cool. Our trade winds are a little not here. Like they're usually like amazingly present, but they aren't. So I'm hoping soon. One of my daughters is so sweet. She said that she would help me reconfigure a space for my art space. So I said that would be great. So, because I told you my little tiny alcove there, they're using as their, I have a big blow-up bed in here. You guys, I must have been painting in the other room. I did try to do some art the other day with my littlest one. I took my credit card and all my stuff in the other room. All my whatever I was working on that little bit a minute. I'm gonna see if I can. I don't even have a stippling brush. Scotty gave me the best stippling brush. Can I tell you guys? It was like one of the best I've ever had. I don't have it in here right now. You have a magazine addiction. Lynn says she has a magazine addiction for you. She has had a magazine addiction for years, and she finally got it down to 1 or 2 subscriptions. Good for you. Malia says she's gotten dozens of magazines yesterday, including a 1980s Vogue. Oh, but that's cool. Hi, Tilda. Lynn says she has every issue from the first run of Victorian magazine from the 80s and 90s. Wow, that's amazing. What kind of sketchbook project, Carla? I mean, I have a sketchbook that I drag around with me in my purse. Is that the kind of sketchbook project you're thinking about? Are you sketching? Are you doing your, is that what you're doing? I've been thinking about, I really want you guys to know, I've just said I'm letting go of stuff, and I am. But I really want one of those little tiny HP photo printers. I know Jean said she had one. But does anybody else have one? I think I'm going to break down and get myself one. Because I have a feeling that in the years to come, I'll really love it. Does anybody else like those little... Oh, the sketchbook library in Brooklyn. No, I've seen it. I have seen the sketchbook library in Brooklyn. I have seen it. I have. Imagine, yes. Bootsy's asking, does anybody have a scan and cut first issue? Can you cut light? And if you do, can you cut lightweight plastic stencils with it? Like the one I'm using. The one I'm using is a Tim Holtz stencil. I know that you can cut them with a Cricut. I don't know. I'm sure a scan and cut will cut them, but I don't know. Can somebody who has a scan and cut answer Bootsy's question? How many of you guys like to art journal? I mean, I love to art journal, but I like to art journal my way. I'm not good at art journaling with a real direction. You know how some people do? I'm not that good. I'm getting timed out. You know what? It happened to me the other day, Carla. I don't know what I was in, but every like third or fourth comment I would make, and all I can think is that maybe the bandwidth of your internet is faster than the average, so it looks like the reason they time you out, they think it's spam. How many of you guys are up on like all the social media stuff going on about the whole Instagram buying Facebook thing? It's chat jail. Oh, you're so right, Linda. Yeah, it happened to me all the time. It happened to me the other day. I don't even know what I was in. I was in something and it kept happening. I think my whole family's home right now. They come home in droves, which is great, but I don't know what I want to put on this page. I have more stuff here. How many of you guys sit and like have a ton of stuff? You've been in chat jail too much. Hi, Liz. Is Facebook selling Instagram? Is that what it's doing? I thought it bought it for $1 million. No, $1 billion, I think it was. Penny, I don't keep mine organized. If you want to go watch Organization, go over and watch Carla Cage Fish. She has... now, let me back up. I do have some things organized, but not this mess that I have here. What I do when I'm making my, like a sketchbook, I have one that I've been working on a while. Find it. I think I have it in here. I was just looking to see what I had here. I have, love you, babe. How's school? Oh, good. Here, do you want this? Are you going to call your friend? Thank you, I love you. Oh, awesome. Mellow, and she's got home from school. She's telling me that she had ukulele today, and they were doing a song she knew. She was all excited. Now, for those of you that are, Carla is very organized. How I organize for my little ridiculousness that I've got going on here is I usually just cut a bunch of random things or put them in the back. I make a pocket in the back of the book I'm using and put them in. That's how I do it, you guys, because that way I can grab and go. I'm not telling you guys to do it that way. Do what works for you. But Carla has these little bins that she organizes. So this was the other one that I worked on that I'm not finished with. How many of you guys have a bunch of sketch things in progress? I have a bunch in progress. So this is one that and you can still see because I have stuff hanging out the pockets in the back. It's not completely done. This one had 2 pockets in the back. This is the one that I started, and it was like a Who Moved My Cheese, and I painted the cover black, and I'm going to texture it, and then I think add a fabric spine, and I'm going to add a closure. I haven't done any of it yet. But this is what I used as my roll-off book, and then I started using it as an art journal. Just a visual journal for no reason. And because it was my roll-off book, the paints are not in any order, whereas this one, the paint have just said it all. So how many of you guys have works in progress, though? I have tons of works in progress. So that's where I'm at. I got my works in progress. I might have some images that I like for this. Okay, so Penny says, yes, scan and cut can cut stencils. So there you go. You are very organized. I don't know what you're talking about. You are so organized. I like this one. I'm going to use that. See, I save random bits of things. You are very organized. I don't know what you're talking about, Carla. You are very organized. I'm not very. Look, I have a method to my madness, to my own organization, but I don't even know what this came from. I don't even know what this image came from. But I have a method to my organization, to my ridiculous organization madness. How many of you guys have your own method of organization to your own madness? I do. I do. I mean, I do what works for me. You know, that's why I say, you guys, okay, so the other day I was watching somebody's art space, you know, people like, and I enjoy watching it. It's almost like, how many of you guys ever watch those organizing shows where you really enjoy watching the organizing show, but you know it's not gonna ever translate to the organization you're gonna have? Does anybody watch those shows? I watch them. You know, it's like, it's like one of those things where when you watch it, you are wanted some of this the line drawing in the back to show through. I don't know. Anyway. So sometimes watching those organizing shows, or for me, it's gonna sound so stupid, but sometimes watching them, I feel like it makes me feel like I've organized. Am I the only one that does that? Even though I'm not organized, you know, it's like, but I enjoy watching them. So I was watching somebody's room the other day. They were doing a flip through of their art room, and it was amazing. Like, this art room, I have to tell you, should have been in a magazine. Like, it should be like one of those beautiful, like, Bella Moore magazines, or one of those, you know what I'm talking about, women create magazines, or one of those sorts of things. It should have been in that. And Because I don't even have my credit card over here. This is how ridiculous it is. This is what I get for moving my tiny bit of art supplies that I... Anyway, so I was watching their art room, and this organization was like so perfect. I thought to myself, once I got it that clean, I would never want to touch it again. Hi, Maria. I would never want to touch it again. Like, you know, it was like perfect. It was like out of a magazine. Anyway, I was, I had to laugh at myself. Because after I watched it, I was like, if they could just see my art space. But I think sometimes when you see somebody's really perfect art space, and then you live a non-perfect life, you know, where your space is not perfect, and there's no way mine is ever going to be, not right now, while I have it in the middle of my chaos and my kids and stuff. Sometimes you can get discouraged, right? But here, Lynn says, where women create empty nesters and extra bedrooms. Maybe. You made a KonMari video, Maria? Ooh, we all should watch it. Yeah, in Crafting Mamas, it's called calamari. Brian said it's okay to laugh at yourself. We laugh at you all the time. We love you, Brian. Go for it, Brian. Oh, my God. You guys... My life. You guys would just have a good... My life is laugh-worthy some days. My life is laugh-worthy some days. It really is. My life is definitely laugh-worthy. If you don't laugh at yourself, who else is? You know what I mean? You gotta go with it. You gotta have fun with it. You gotta have fun. You gotta laugh at yourself. Because I have random stuff on my desk. Let's see, I'm good with this page. I'm good with it as it is. I know it's not perfect, but I need to work at baby steps. Oh, Tilda, I have had to surrender into like my own ridiculousness for a while. Ooh, good for you, Bootsy. Bootsy says, drum roll, please. She's earned $2 from her Amazon associate account. Linda, I need my stuff where I can see it too. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay, I may add some more stuff to it, but for right now, it's okay. So that's how I work on my art journaling pages. Like I loved this red girl, and I liked this image. This little doll and her tied up thing is a little bit weird, but it came from a photography magazine. Bootsy, you're rich and famous. I'm glad for you, girl. This was a little weird, but I loved the flower. So until I find something else, or seeing that was Tim Holtz Distress Inks that I was painting with, I was gessoing the page, and I added some masking tape because I like the way things look. But I'll add more stuff to it. Bootsy, good for you. You know, we should all do that Amazon associate thing. I don't do it. Lord knows I got... Okay, how many of you guys have people that watch your channel and then they give you advice? How many people do you guys... How many of you have that? Where they give you... And it's not bad advice, but they give you serious advice. Like, about, like, Tim Holtz bondage collage. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh, my God. No, it wasn't a Tim Holtz collage, but yeah, right. Maybe I'll put some gesso on this page. Anyway, how many of you guys get people that give you serious advice? Because I don't even have my credit cards. It's so ridiculous. How can I hook it over? You give advice all the time to other channels? You don't have a channel send out advice? Laura, okay, so people, like, somehow I think the internet and I think social media just... People don't even realize sometimes. So I get, like, all kinds of advice all the time. And some of it's good, and some of it isn't, and some of it is, like I get, like, so I got this advice, like, somebody, I don't even remember, they just sent me a message, and it said something like, it was very sweet, it said something like, you're not really living up to your potential. It's almost like an alter ego, like you're, like something like a guidance counselor would say, or I don't know. Anyway, or if you went to like a motivational thing, they say, guys, I'm using cardboard as my straight edge, okay? Because I don't know where my credit card is. Because I'm not in my regular art space, and I cleaned them all off, and I put them all And I thought I had some on this desk, but I don't. Smell like. Anyway, so I got this message that I was not living up to my potential. Okay. And that the garbage picker shows the garbage picker shows that you're like, you should have picked up that. It's it's what it's worth. Oh, that's good. Okay, so they were telling me I wasn't living up to my potential. What made me think of it was Bootsy saying she had her Amazon affiliate thing that she made $2 with it. Because they were like, you need to be doing, and they were just giving me, and it was very good advice, you guys. It was totally good advice. It was totally good advice for somebody who would be like really into it. But for me, how many of you have kids, or you've had kids, or you have like families, and you just don't, I mean, this is sort of your relaxing time. It's not. I am, work it, Shelley, work it. It's Hercules, right? No, but they were just giving me this advice, like, you're not living up to your potential. You could be, like, whatever, doing more, reaching more, da-da-da. And I'm grateful for that, okay? I'm grateful. I was grateful. But I was like, well, thank you. And then, because I didn't, like, respond right away, they were like, they sent me some other one that says, you know, I sent you that, and, you know, clearly you're not interested. And I was just like, okay, I need to let go of this. Because it wasn't that I wasn't interested. It's just like, you realize people are not on your same wavelength. Like, they don't get that you're just not. I mean, and there are lots of people that make lots of money on YouTube, and I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying, there's some of us who enjoy what we do, and we're arting and we're crafting and we're hanging out, right? But we're not on the 411 of the next best, greatest, latest, anything, right? And maybe we never will be. And that's okay. And so, anyway, I get that kind of advice. I got, I don't know. I get all kinds of stuff. I get stuff like, I don't know, Carla, what do you get? You can share with what you get. I get all kinds of stuff. I get, your voice puts me to sleep. That's one I get on a regular basis. So I'm like thinking to myself, okay, so listen when you have insomnia, or change the channel. Are you sure they don't want to send you an ad for there to be successful on YouTube video? No, it's not like that. They're people that, and no, because I've gone to check out their channels, and they're not like that at all. It's just kind of like saying I'm not friendly advice. It really is. It's not like, no, they don't want anything from me. Just friendly advice. Bootsy said, I asked for advice, but no one offers it except your 16-year-old grandson, who is loving but harsh. Actually, on the spot, he criticizes my videography and technology, not my content. Well, maybe a bit. And, oh, well, my kids, yes. My kids, you know, my kids are sweet, though. My kids are kind of sweet about money. They think I'm ridiculous, but yeah, my kids are sweet. They're the whole reason I'm doing YouTube Live. I was like, I was having some video problems with my camera at the time, and my daughter, one of my kids who's very tech savvy, and she was like, why don't you just live stream? It's like so much easier, Mom. It's much more immediate and gratifying. I was like, oh, okay. So, anyway, what other advice do I get? I got a lot of feedback from the video that I did with the video that I did with the tin cans. I have a tin can stocking person that writes all kinds of stuff like, you could cut yourself, and that has brought a few. I got a lot of advice and critique on my What is Ephemera video. I got a lady who wrote me that me tearing up books is sacrilegious. I gessoed this paper. I gessoed this bonita with Liquitex gesso. You could just use cheap white acrylic paint. It's a compliment when you put them to sleep. You should bind your books differently. I can imagine. I love the way you bind your books, Carla. I love the organic way that you flow with your stuff. I like that. You know, most of all, what I love is that you just share your creative process because, you know, for each one of us, our creative process is so different. And it's kind of fun to see how everybody else's creative process works out. We're special. Why, Lynn? Because we laugh at ourselves. Because we're just like, okay, this is how it is. Take it or leave it. I'm never gonna have that craft room on Why Women Create. Oh, thanks, Tilda. Tilda says my voice. She's here for the chat and the content, and my voice is calming. Oh, that's very sweet. Lynn says she's here to delete trolls. And to try to get me to laugh. Oh my god, what was I going to tell you guys that I did that was just so ridiculous? You guys, I've had so many ridiculous days lately, and I've just been trying to go with the flow because do you guys ever have like the days where it's just so ridiculous? You're like, whose life is this? Like, whose life did I walk in on? Has anybody had that lately? And sometimes I stand back and look at my life and go, whose life is this? Whose life did I walk in on? Hottie's done some hilarious things lately. Let me think about it. Carla says she read, I'm going to choke, that she delights trolls. Oh my god, Carla, that's priceless. I'm so glad I'm here to delight you. I don't know how you know I delight trolls. That is brilliant. Oh my god. Oh. I delight trolls. Oh, Carla, I love you. I'm glad we're here for a purpose. You delight trolls. Brilliant. You should accept the. Tilda says you should accept the compliment gracefully, Carla. Jean says, what you see is what you get. She likes it when we keep it real. How much more real can you keep crafting with trash, okay? Hi, Teresa. Lynn says, her entire home is a magazine lamp, but her kids are all grown. Oh, please. You don't. Okay, this is what my thought. You were stupid yesterday, Laura? Oh, girl, I've had some days. Yesterday was so ridiculous. My laugh is cracking Lily up. Oh, Lily. Big love for Lily and our Vera May. I love you. Malia, I love your Vera May stripper videos. They're hilarious. Carla said she had to read it a couple of times. Carla, I get some kind of stuff stews. I get some doozies, but I haven't gotten that, but I love it. Carla was saying, I'm so glad I'm here for you. I'm so glad. Nicole Sayer, she's amazing, and she's lovely and amazing is what Lynn says. Oh no, you found a dead beetle on you. So we're not going to talk about dead bugs in our house, okay? You picked it up not knowing what it was. Well, I have cats, and when I live in the tropics, they bring in everything. Lynn says that she had a friend, her friend Chelsea has 2 Mesa Studios. So this was what, Laura says at least it was dead, Zoe. You guys, please, yesterday, I hear one of the kids yelling at the cat, what do you have in your mouth? And I'm like thinking, oh please, oh please, oh please. Yeah, it's a lizard, she let it go. She didn't do anything, but you know, it's still like, it's like, the lizard thing's a little too much sometimes. Why does it, then I had to think, why does she want to delight trolls? Oh my god, Carla. I would have been like out of my mind. Okay, so I don't want to tell you whose studio it was because you guys will all go over. It's gorgeous. I was watching her studio flip through and it was amazing. All I could think was, this is so bad, you guys. I was thinking, who is going to dust this crap? Like, I mean, she's got shelves and they're all like beautifully displayed and they're high up and they're like, it's like you guys, it was like, it's like a vintage, beautiful, frilly, lacy paradise, you know, but I was like, who is going to, my head just goes right for that. Cats do crazy things, Carla. That would have freaked me out too. I try to catch mine and then let them go. I know, right? You wouldn't let them near you for 2 days. You know what they do? What they do right now? The geckos must have laid a bunch of eggs in my house because I'm finding the teeniest, tiniest baby geckos, and I try to put them outside, but it's ridiculous. So that's what I was thinking when I was looking at her beautiful studio. I was like, who is going to dust this? Like, it would take me to maintain that space the way she had it. It would take me, all I would do is clean that studio all the time. Malia says her cat gets moths and bees. Oof. Carla says her cat's now known as a lizard eater. Carla, I told you guys the story about the lizards in my house. The cat brings them in, and for a while she would bring them into the bathroom. I don't know why she likes to bring them into the bathroom. And she can open the door. How many of you guys have cats that can, like, open doors? My cat can open doors to things, and she would just come in. You could be in the bathroom, and she'll just push the door open. It's remarkable how she gets in. Maybe I'll make this one a cat page. Look, I saved this for the cat. I should pick up all these pieces and put them back in the back of my thing. But I saved this ad for the cat. Isn't that a great cat? Maybe I'll cut this cat out. Maybe this cat will live on this page with the alphabet. Yes, I have my big scissors, Liz. Your cat can open doors? Oh, no. What's really so sweet is that, you know, my daughter is home. My oldest daughter got married. She did not have a big wedding. She eloped. I told you guys the story of her eloping, I think. She eloped a couple years ago. And her sweet husband, he is so sweet. You guys, he did not grow up in chaotic, artistic madness. Okay? He did not grow up in chaotic, artistic madness. I don't know if I'm going to cut off the whiskers or not, so I'm going to cut around them. I don't know. So, Liz, I have my big scissors, and I'm sorry. I know Liz always says I need small scissors, and I do have them because I fussy cut better with big scissors. So anyway, my poor son-in-law, you can hear him, and he's so sweet, guys. He is so, so, so sweet. He just goes with it. You know, we're just like completely an intense, outrageous family. Like, we're not Italian, but we might as well be, you know, like, haven't you ever been to, I have my best friend, one of my best friends growing up, came from a big Italian family where everybody talks loud and with their hands and is intense and hilarious, and we're kind of like that, even though I'm not Italian. He came from a very quiet, very, you know, not that kind of house, and he's, poor things, he's here, you know, and so he's in the he's so private, and he's in the bathroom, and all of a sudden I hear, oh! You guys, the cat just pushes the door open and enters in on him, and I feel so bad for him because, you know, he gets like shocked, you know, like, it's our cat. So I told you guys the cat for a while would run in with lizards. It wouldn't matter who was in there. She specifically liked to do it when I was in there, but she would run in, she'd bring these lizards, and she would drop them behind the toilet, or she'd drop them on the floor by your feet, and then they would run behind the toilet, and of course, they would lose their tails in stress. And I was telling Hottie, you know, I was like, one day I'd had it. I'd clean the bathroom, and when I got on my hands and knees, I saw behind the toilet were like 5 lizard tails, and I was like, and I had to tell him, I was like, you've got to get the lizards out of the bathroom. And he was like, yeah, whatever. You know, like, he kind of takes me with a grain of salt sometimes. And I was fussing about it. And I was like, I'm not cleaning up the lizard tails. And so I told him all about it. And I think he thought I was exaggerating. And one day, and I told him there was a big lizard in the bathroom. I told him that the cat had brought a big lizard in the bathroom. Now, because this bathroom is so tiny, there's really no place for anything to hide. So usually they jump out at you. They find their way into the little cupboard, or they hang out on the ceiling, or they jump out behind from something. You know, there's not a lot of things for them to hide behind. And one day I'd been asking him, get the lizard out, get the lizard out. And he's like, there's no lizard in there. And I was like, whatever. I was like, there was a big, huge lizard. I was telling him because the cat had brought it in. And one day he's in the bathroom shortly after I told him that. And all of a sudden I hear him go, ah! You know why? Because the lizard was in the toilet paper roll. And then when he pulled the toilet paper off the roll, the lizard flew out. And it shocked him. So my poor son-in-law, he's had to endure it. I can hear him, like, the cat just opens the door on him, and he just gets his, he doesn't have the privacy he had before he married my daughter. Hi, Jude. Oh, no. Poor Carlo, you were traumatized. Well, don't move to the tropics, girl. There are lizards everywhere here. There are lizards everywhere here. All right, I was going to see what was I going to tell you guys? Oh, I put a link into the description box of the Thursday live stream with Stacy Evans. And I don't know what we're going to work on. We might make junk journals. I don't know what we're going to make. But it'll be fun. So I put the link into the description box for that. But I also put in there, for those of you that like to do the woo-woo with me, I put in there, I'm liking this cat. I put in the description box somebody that does a different kind of woo-woo. But I just thought you guys might be interested, since I've shared with you some other stuff. Her name is Ann Albers, and she's awesome. And she does a whole angel communication thing. Her thing is all about talking to angels. But what she does what her type of woo-woo is she does gazing. And it's very powerful. And so I linked her, I linked something. I don't know if I linked a Facebook thing or a link to YouTube thing. She has a Facebook page, and she has a YouTube thing. She does her gazes for free. I mean, she does teach classes and talks about community, because some people, you guys always ask me, like, what, you want to experience something more, something different. Well, I think she's worth experiencing. So I think you should, for those of you that are into it, I'm not saying it's for everybody, but for those of you that are into it, I linked her. I put her link in the description. And I'm not an affiliate. I don't know her personally. So I don't know her personally. I'm not an affiliate. But I've experienced her energy work, and it's very powerful and very pure. And the fact that she does it and offers it freely, it's just so wonderful. So that means that there's no, anybody can do it. Oh, thanks for showing me some love. I appreciate your thumbs up. Yeah, this is my cat page, my cat and alphabet page. And I could add more to it. But I'm liking it. And I like that cat. It came from an ad. I don't know what magazine, but I like it. So you guys find your own zen and your own art journaling. Just because mine's like a little weird and out there, doesn't mean yours can't be more. And I do have journals that I write in. Tracy made me this juicy book, and I've been journaling in that. Like, it doesn't have any images in it. It only has, I'm just going to put these back in here. So I'm knocking them on the floor. It does have, I've been writing in it. It doesn't have any images yet. She made me one of her juicy journals and sent it to me, and I've been journaling in it. And I'm going to do something with that red thing. I like that. That came from that magazine. Hold on, I have it close to me. It's like one of those catalogs that came from, and I really like that. The red, the page is good. So you guys find your own zen in your. Oh, I found a card. Duh. See, I didn't clean up my desk enough to find it. There is a card. I like that one too. Find your own zen in your own art journaling. Just because somebody has fancy products, you don't need it. You don't need it. You You can do it with, I mean, look at me. I'm doing mine with just a little bit of cheap acrylic paint, some stencils. You don't even need the stencils. You can make your own stencils. You don't even need to, so I'm going to tear the bottom of this off. You don't even need stencils. You can create your own. You guys, sometimes I cut out images like this one. I'm not going to ever use it as the building, but I cut it out. I really like the patterning on it. So, but we're all different. So like, find your zen. You know, sometimes I watch people when they're doing their own, their journaling or whatever. Like I'll watch other people or their videos or whatever, and their product lineup is so. This cat was in a fashion magazine, Maria. It was in an ad for. What is this? This isn't Chopard. What is that? You guys, I don't know what magazine it came from. I don't know. It was a regular fashion magazine with a cat with these. I don't know what the. That's a brand. What is that, you guys? I don't know. It is more challenging without all those products, but you know, for me, I think it's fun. It's just like more fun. It's just, and you know what? How many of you guys have gotten into a craft that it cost you so much to get into it that by the time you like got into it or you did whatever, you were like, this is a crazy expensive craft, and what if I don't like it? I'm not saying don't use real, but hear me clearly. Use the supplies that make you feel happy. And if using a beautiful thing of expensive paints and scrapbooking paper and all that is for you, do it. I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying you don't need it. Sometimes, like, we all think we need something before we can begin. And if you don't learn anything from me, and really, honestly, you guys, not that I have so much to teach, because I don't, but if you know, the one thing I hope you take away from me is you don't need anything. You can just, everybody can find a free book. You probably have a few in your home that you could just, like, work with. You can buy this really inexpensive paint. It's less than 50 cents. In the matte version, I like the best. You can buy, I think, 50 cents a bottle at Walmart. And get a magazine and go. Jean says, so what if my hands stay cramped up for hours from cutting with scissors? I'm sorry, Jean. You got to do those carpal tunnel things, those carpal tunnel exercises, right? Those carpal tunnel. You guys don't have to gesso your paper, but this book, I did one page without trying to gesso it, and the page is lifted up, so I'm using gesso. But you guys have a dollar store, so you guys can find almost all this stuff for really cheap. Hi, Rosie. Rosie says she actually loves using recycled paper and items to craft with. You know, I do too, Rosie. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes I've watched other people where I get, like, you know, like, there'll be something, I don't know what it was. I haven't watched it in a while, but I think it was when that crazy pocket letter trend was out. Because I wasn't that into pocket letters or whatever. I've done a couple. But then I realized that all those things were, like, products. They were all, like, products. It wasn't, like, it wasn't something that you could... You know, if you wanted to do it, yes, you could make your ATCs out of recycled stuff, but the all the products that they were supporting, you know, which is not a bad thing, but what if you weren't consumer? What if, first of all, what if you would just like to participate and do something, and you just don't have the financial means, or you don't have the supplies? For me, it wasn't even that. It was just I would have had to order everything in order to participate because where I live, that's just the supplies are not here. You know? So I did a couple pocket letters, but I remember I sent some pocket letters to this one. I don't even know how she found me, but I did a pocket letter with her. I I said to her, you know, look, I don't have all these crafting supplies like you do. I said, most of the things I use, I make myself. I said, so I'm just letting you know that if you're getting involved because if you want to swap with me because you think I'm going to be sending you like whatever, it just isn't going to happen. So, you know, it won't hurt my feelings if you don't want to do it. And, you know, I sent her some, she was like, no, I'm good. And so I sent her, she was sweet. I sent her, I had gone to the beach one day and I found some beach glass. So in one of my pockets was beach glass. And one of my pockets was, but if you felt like the need, if you looked at some of them are really beautiful. You know, they're all like Project Life stuff, and they're all, you know what I mean. Kind of like this picture, so I'm not going to dress over it. You like junk of all sorts? You're not into the consumer mentality? And you like making your own supply chain? I do too. You can use books and magazines. I agree with you. I agree, Rosie. You know, I personally like using a book more than a magazine. Not that I haven't, because I have magazine journal. Just for the texture of the paper. You know, I mean, I like adding the magazine pictures to my journal, but unless the magazines are really good quality, that gluing it and painting it, it can get a little warpy if you use a lot. But I've been saying that I have made magazine books. Yeah, Malia says, Jerry says she adores the junk she has. I think that's awesome. Mary says her husband asked her before he's throwing anything away. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, thanks, Tilda. Tilda says, I love how you find value in what you have and help the planet by keeping it alive. Yeah, this is our only planet, you know, at least the only one we remember, right? We do have to work on her, make sure she's good. It's not that. I just sometimes think, I mean, yes, I'm a big proponent of recycling. In fact, I don't know now I'm to the point where I don't buy things sometimes if I can't recycle how many of you guys like go to the store and you want to buy something, but you realize that whatever you're buying, that the packaging cannot be recycled. So I don't buy it anymore. You know, if I can't find it, and you know, because there's only so many things you have use for. Rosie says that's the way she started, and she's collected art supplies that she now has through the years, purchasing little by little. I think that's awesome. You know, but I'm not opposed to people if they want to just like buy their own stuff. I think it's great, but I just don't do it. Oh, Linda, that's so sweet. I'm so sorry. Linda says her husband passed a few years ago. She finds treasures to use in her crafts in his work shed. Linda, it's so sweet that you use this stuff. Oh, I love thrift stores too. Tilda says Carla's cardboard trash journal is so nice. She turned it into something worth keeping. I agree with you. I agree. I think it's sweet that you use this stuff, though. I think that's so beautiful. But I'm not. Look, you do what works for you. I'm just saying, for me, I'm good with this. I am totally good with it. Now, believe it or not, I glued 2 pages together, but see how the paper of this book, I won't be using the tennis player's diet again. Although, I mean, it was written in the 70s. I doubt I'll find one. Estate sales are great. Linda, I'm really sorry for your loss, though. Oh, girl, I get so much paper in the mail. I let it go. Lynn says she has glitter from the 4th grade. She says she has fond memories of buying it, and she can't wait to use it. So, okay, I have this little red piece. I wish I had the catalog in front of me, but it's like, it was that, one of you guys, I think, told us to buy it, or told us to get it, and it's actually a good one, because it's all these patterns, and it's got clothing, and I don't know. I think I'm going to glue that down, and then I'll look for something else to go in it. You know, I will say the one thing that I don't like that I do use is glue stick, but I love glue stick, and the containers, I haven't figured out what to do with recycling them, but I do like the glue. I like glue stick. And you know what I love about, I don't know how many of you guys have participated in Rosemary Morris's group, Trashy Junk Journals, but if you guys don't know her, you should check her out. She's awesome. She has a group on Facebook called Trashy Junk Journals, and she has a channel here, Rosemary Morris. I was in a group of, I'm still in her group, but a couple of years ago, it was really, at least a year ago, maybe longer, was really focused and participating a lot more than I am now. Because I barely participate in my own group. It's just the way my life is right now. We were all talking about that Flow magazine. How many of you guys have seen it? Anyway, she came up with the idea of making these Flow books, which are supply journals. I mean, they're just like the Flow magazine or the Flow book that they sell, but those are filled with their beautiful paper, and they're quite pricey. I have a couple, and I really like the ones I have. I sort of covet them and haven't really taken them apart. But anyway, so she did this whole swap, and if you go through my channel, you can see some of the ones I made, of Flow books where people share their supplies. And I think what's really cool about that, and I've enjoyed those type of things, although I haven't done one in a long time, as far as swapping, is when you do, or even buying them from other people, you get supplies from where they're from. So if you live in a unique part of the world, or you just have your own eclectic way to collect craft supplies, I think that's fun too. And don't ask me what these stamps are, you guys. I don't know. They were just what was left on my table. I don't know. They were left in a box. I had like one little box that I didn't. Oh, good night, Carla. We love you. Are you going to be streaming on Sunday? You guys go on over to her channel, Carla Caged Fish, here on YouTube. She streams every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and on some Sundays. I don't know when she's going to start her Sundays back up. We love you, Carla. No worries about catching up on my videos, sister. You are not missing nothing. You are not missing a thing. Maria said she made her first Flow book for a giveaway. Oh, it was fun, right? Good night, Sandy. Big love. Are you leaving too, Ann? Good night, Ann. We love you. Sweet dreams. Hi, Brandy. So anyway, I think those are fun. That I like doing. How many of you guys like doing those? Those are fun. Oh, good night, Ann. Good night, Vicki. We love you. Hope you have a wonderful night. You're going to wrestle your hubby for the channel changer? Good for you. Well, I'm sure Carla will be back. I miss her streams on Sunday, too. I'm sure she'll be back soon because... Hi, Kathy. I'm sure she'll be back soon because she's doing her family project. You guys know she's doing her family tree. There must be something in the air about the family tree thing, because I got a phone call from one of my relatives that wanted to know if I wanted to participate in something, and I was like, I don't think so. Because it's not that I don't want to participate, it's just like, who has time for... Carla's making a special time to do it with her, to do it for her family, but you guys, it's just too much. Malia, you're leaving. You can't party like you used to. Are you still on vacation, or are you not? We love you, Malia. Hope you sleep good. Good night, Tilda. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you sleep well too. Thanks for coming to hang out. Big hugs. Thanks for chatting. I appreciate it. It is very intense working on a family history. Yeah, no, one of my sisters was like, called me and said, would you do this? And I was like, oh. I was like, I don't know. You know, I don't know. It's never been anything I've really wanted to do. You guys, I kind of, I don't know. I mean, for some people, it's very important. Maybe I should do it. I don't know. But I have a feeling the reason she was asking me is so I would take on the project, and so that's why I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm interested in doing it because I can't have anything to my plate right now. Oh, big hugs, Tilda. Vacation is tiring. You can't wait to go home. Oh, girl, I know vacation's tiring. Because I used to need a vacation from my vacation. Because we used to always do our vacations with our family. How many of you guys do vacations? Like you go and you spend your vacation visiting your family. Which, as I get older, I realized that wasn't really a vacation. At least it wasn't for me. I'm not telling you guys for you it isn't. I'm just telling you what I realized for myself. You're going to, oh no. I love you, Linda Mac. We love you. Go over and watch. You guys that are leaving early, go over and watch Ann Albers. even if all you do is just her thing's super short. I want to say it's like 6 minutes, 8 minutes. It's not very long. But in it, she does this thing called gazing. Now, I first experienced gazing with the same man she did, this man from Croatia named Bratzo. And he came here to Hawaii, oh my gosh, I don't know, 10 years ago. And I experienced it. It was fairly profound. But what I love about her is that she does her own gazing, and it's beautiful, but it may help you sleep. That's the only reason I mention it, Miss Linda, is because it's a very intense energy, and she only does it, I think it's like the gazing part. She talks a little bit about different things, but the gazing part, she talks for a few minutes, and then she does her gazing, and the gazing part maybe lasts 3 minutes, 4 minutes, but it might make you sleep. It is exhausting to go on vacation. Love you, Linda. Hope you feel better. You guys, check her out. You know, I'm not an affiliate. I don't get anything from it. I don't want anybody to think that, you know, that's just not, you guys, I haven't even mastered the Amazon link, okay? The Amazon link. Does she use a mirror? She uses a mirror. No, she just looks into the camera. She doesn't use a mirror. It's not what you think it is. It's just an energy exchange. You know, like you guys, when I do my woo-woo and you guys feel the energy that comes out, it's like that. But she transfers, hers is a transference through your eyes, and it's really beautiful, very powerful, very pure. She does a whole thing on channeling angels, which is so beautiful. I'm not totally familiar with everything she does, but you guys, it doesn't matter where I sit in my house. The neighbors' dogs you're gonna be able to hear them. The kids are riding their bike, and the neighbors' dogs are barking. I don't know what these are pictures from, but I like them. I might put this picture in here. Maybe I'll peel this up and put it underneath it. Anyway, it's just something different. You guys are always asking me about different things, and I'm just sharing with you something that I think is amazing and lovely. And she's like such a pure soul, you know. I can't say that I. Good night, Linda. We love you. You're not vacationing with your family again? Malia, you know, I tried to give this advice to my kids, and you're not asking me for your advice, my advice, but I'll just tell you what I learned over my years. You know, vacationing with my family, or vacationing, or taking my vacation. Let me preface it. It wasn't vacationing with my family. It was taking my vacation to visit my family. That's what we would go on vacation, and instead of really going somewhere. Sometimes we would go somewhere, but because my family and my partner's family didn't live anywhere near us, we would take our vacation to go and see them. What I found for myself was that wasn't a vacation. The other thing I found for myself is that you're on vacation, but they're not on vacation. And the other thing I found is that your family doesn't really treat you, how do I put it? I'm not saying everyone's family. I can only speak for my family and my partner, my husband at the time's family. You know, they're not on vacation. You're on vacation. They're not on vacation. But you also have a relationship with them, and you form this certain kind of relationship with them. And people act differently on vacation than they do not, right? As far as, especially if you go to a place or whatever. But when you go to where they live and you're on vacation and they're not on vacation, all the patterns of things that you've done with them come up. So, like, if you were like, this is what I found for me. So when we would go to my in-laws' house, this is not my current hottie. This is the person I was married to for a long time. When we would go to his parents' house, his mother would just think that I was a better cook than she was, and so I had to cook every meal, which is not a bad thing, except that who on vacation wants to go, and then she would want me to, like, she had this huge garden, and she'd want me to help her weed her garden. I mean, it was not a vacation for me, and I had small children, and I soon realized that, you know, when I was there with them, she wouldn't spend any time with my kids, like, by themselves, really. You know, like, anyway, so I found early on, and I shared that with my own daughter, the one that's married. I said, no, if you guys go on a vacation, like, I don't expect them to do all that stuff here, although my daughter's an amazing cook, and I do love it when she cooks. You know, I would cook anyway, but all I'm saying to you is that vacation, when you just go to your family's house for vacation, it's not vacation. Jean says she has the mirror, but she can't seem to get the technique. Jean, I don't think it's a technique. So that's my 411 on vacationing when you go, you know, because I used to live in New York and my family lived in Texas, and I would go and visit them, and they weren't on vacation, but I was. And although my family was easier than my ex-husband's family, his family was very difficult as far for me. Not for him, but for me. I mean, this page needs a few other things. I don't know what. But I'm starting it, and I'm liking it so far. Gene, it's not a technique, it's an energy transmission. It's not a technique, so far as I understand. It's an energy transmission. So, you're back, oh good. So anyway, I just wanted to include the woo-woo thing, because sometimes people ask me, and I told you guys about my Ho'oponopono thing, and I told you about just like whatever comes up. But I say you find your own way, but it's just something. Jean, you know what? I wouldn't even think about it. I would just watch her and experience it, because she just says to you, because I don't know her that well, so I don't. If somebody else has had more experience with her, please let me know. All she says is you just open your eyes and you just say to yourself, you try to quiet your mind and receive the energy, right? Or if you can't quiet your mind, which many of us can't, you just say to yourself, I receive, I receive, I receive. That's all. You have to skip the woo-woo. Okay, you can skip the woo-woo if you need to. I hear ya. Do what you need. Do what works best for you. We all have our own things, so you gotta do what works best for you. You know what? But Gina, I don't know. Look, I'm not the expert on gazing. I've only experienced it with Brazzo, and then now with Lady Anne. I'm not an experienced unexperienced. So, and I don't really, you know, so somebody came one day and asked me, like, how did I learn what I learned? Hey, guys, I didn't learn it. It just sort of happened to me, and I was sort of, you know how some of us are born with, like you'll meet a child and they can just automatically play the piano, or they can just have they do that thing, right? Whatever their talent is, right? Or you'll meet somebody and they're gifted they can draw. They're really, really gifted at art, and they've been that way since birth or whatever. That's just their thing. Well, that's the way whatever I do came to me. Now, I'm not saying that I can't experience other people's amazing energy work. I can totally experience that, and I do, and I appreciate it. And that's why I shared with you that Ann Albers thing, because I don't even know who shared it with me, but somebody must know her that I know and went to see her, and then they shared it with me. So I shared her with you. Now, I don't share with you somebody that I haven't experienced or don't feel like has an authentic connection, because there's lots of people out there that are like, I had this friend and she was amazing. She's probably one of the most amazing healers ever. And she used to tell me all the time, there are bogies, there are yogis, and there are bogies, meaning like, people that are not for real. So, I would never share with you somebody that I hadn't had some sort of authentic exchange with. Saying that, I believe that we're each on our own spiritual path, and you need to find what works for you. And sometimes it's through a lot of trial and error. That's all. Oh, Zoe, I hear you. Hi, Shelly. How are you? You like this page? I don't know. It needs something else, but I don't know what. Sometimes I get to the point where, so I'll show you the pages I worked on tonight, and you guys can laugh or not or whatever. You're jealous of my supplies. You're so ridiculous, Lynn. You mean my magazine and crafting craft? Now I think I am gonna like faux paint the front. I don't know what I'll do to the front. And maybe I'll texture paste it and add some fabric and then make a closure. But this is the pages that I have so far in this book. And this one I did last week, I don't know if I did it with you guys or just did it on my own. I did this one last week. Okay, I did this one today, which I like this one. A big black swirl. You think it needs a black swirl? And I did this one, which I've been saving, that little Japanese thing, for a while. Don't ask me where it came from, but I liked it. I think it might need something else, but I'll keep working on it. If something comes that you guys can't really see it, but the lighting's not good in here, but it does have kind of a cool texture to the page too. I did this one a few days ago. I just glued a couple things down. Let's see. I did this one today. Needs a black swirl for the red torn paper. Okay. You know what I was thinking? It needed my Carla Cage Fish concentric circle stamps, but I gotta find it. I gotta find my bag of them. I have them somewhere. The ones that she made me. And then, let's see, what else did I do? I did the cat page, but I don't know where the cat page is. Where's the cat page? Alright, this was last week. Let's see, where's the cat page? See, this is what I get. Should have marked it. Somewhere in here's the cat page too. Let me find the cat page. Here's the cat page, and I did this one. So I'm going to get some better light in here. I'm definitely. How many of you guys watched Barb? Oh my gosh. How many of you guys have watched our Barb Owen and you got to see her new camera setup? Ooh, she definitely puts us all to shame with her camera setup. That's for sure. She has got some new, improved camera stuff going on. No, this was a magazine, Zoe. This was a magazine page from, I think it was a Chopard ad. What did I tell you guys here? This is the one I cut it out of. If I find another one, I'll let you know. It came from a fashion magazine. Cut out the page out. I don't know which one it came from. I'll find out. When I look through my stuff, I've seen it multiple times. I fussy cut the cat. That's just me. I like these leaves and the green stuff too. I might use them for something else another time, but that's what I cut it out of. No, it's not a sticker. It's a cap from a magazine. But, and I liked it. Remember when I did my scavenger hunt book, or I did one of my journaling pages? Maybe it wasn't my scavenger hunt book. Maybe it was this one that I did. Was it this one that I did? Guys, I have multiple of these books. See, that's why I took the tennis player's diet, is because it's like the same size as Who Moved My Cheese. You know what else I like to make, guys, is that you can glue the pages together and you can get like a 30-day journal out of it. Where's the page that I did? It had all the numbers on it. It might have not been this book. It might have been another book that I've done. So that's why I like these books, because it's like a 30-day art journal and it's free. And some of them you can work on again. I mean, some of these pages need more stuff, but it's okay. Just work on it as I go through it. This one was one of my favorite pages. And the cool thing was that I painted the book before I did anything to it. I loved finding the ballerina, and I loved just adding her in. I thought she was great. One of my favorite pages. And this was one of my... I like this one too. I was gonna look for this stamp, Lynn, which I don't know where I put it, but I'll find it. Yes, Who Moved My Cheese is a good book. I have multiple of them. I get them free. That one and the 10-Minute Money Manager. But you guys get yourself one of these books and just start working in it and playing and having fun. That's the whole point. See, this one needs to be worked on. This was just a roll-off thing. Maybe that'll go in here. Some of them I need something on this page. I need a focal point. This one was something I was working on. I didn't finish her. I liked her because she had eyes on her dress. This one needs to be. So I have multiples in progress. One thing about the Who Moved My Cheese is you don't need to glue the pages together. They're a really good. They're a really good weight. You may have to tape them together if you put too much paint in it and pull them apart too many times, but you know. Free book. I love that pattern. And it must have come from like a decorator magazine, like an Elle Decor, or one of those. Maybe it came from a catalog. I don't know where this picture of the lightning came from, but I loved it. I have more junk back here. I do find though, if I keep enough stuff in the back here, that I go back and I go, oh, like I love this focal image. I haven't used this yet. I'm going to put that one in my new book. I'm going to put her in here. I'm going to put her back here so that I use her. So, that's my crazy art journaling for the moment. So how many of you guys want to stay back to the Barb Owen? Did you guys see her really cool? She is really doing an amazing job setting up new art stuff. Like her art, her new cameras are amazing. I was like, oh, wow, awesome. I agree with you, Gina. I think the stamp would look good. So how many of you guys want to stay for the woo-woo? We'll do quick woo-woo today. And for those of you that don't know, this is just a guided meditation. You missed Barb? Well, she did it. It was like an impromptu thing. I think they were just testing her cameras. And I only saw her one day. I think she did multiple. I think she did other days that she did it too. But I wasn't around. You gonna take your dogs out, Jane? Okay, awesome. Oh, Oh, Brandy, I totally will put you in the woo-woo. Yes, please, woo-woo. All right, get some water if you guys want to. And you guys, I'm telling you, go over and check out Anne. I think you'll really like her. I think you'll get something from it. And it may not be, you may like afterwards go, okay, that was fun, but I'm not doing it again. That's okay. Or you may be like me and go, I really enjoyed it. I might like to do it again. We'll definitely put you in the woo-woo, Brandy. Totally, absolutely. You're literally cooking calamari. Oh my gosh, Lynn, you're hilarious. So, you know, I'm just sharing with you guys stuff that I like and stuff that I find is real and, you know, that I know is authentic. I'm not, you know, that's what I'm sharing. So get your water for those of you that want to have some energized water. And for those of you, it's your first time here, all you need to do to participate is inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. And that's it. And just be in yourself. You don't have to do anything. And if your mind goes, it goes. We'll wait for you, Jane. You gonna be gone a long time? Are you just if you're only gonna be gone for a couple minutes, we can wait. You know, the cool thing, Barb Owen, Trudy. Barb Owen, how to get creative. Howtogetcreative.com, Barb Owen. She's awesome. She comes and hangs out with us. She has an amazing channel. She shares so much free content. Thanks, Lynn. Love you, Lynn. She shares so much amazing content. You know, she really, really does. She's awesome. And she's a sweet, sweet, fun lady. Big hugs to you, Lynn. But I said, if you guys haven't done an art journal yet, before you feel like you have to go buy yourself a $50 book at the craft store, find yourself one of these small. And the other reason why I like the small thing is I feel like, you know, it's less for me to fill up. Now, I didn't glue these pages together. Maybe I didn't glue any, maybe one or two of them together, maybe not. I did glue the ones in the back there, the pockets together. Yeah, but the pages of these are fairly thick, and it's a small book, so you can get like a really nice. I don't know. I liked the page. The pages were thick. Now this tennis diet book, the pages were like not good, but I made it work. I mean, I did glue several together. I still have more to go, so. You know, gluing 2 and 3 of them together to make one page, because as I add paint or whatever to it, it just makes it better. You're welcome, Trudy. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk to you about is intention. So if you want to include anyone in your energy work, first of all, their higher self, their higher mental body, their higher spiritual body will either receive or not receive the energy that you send to them. And it's their choice. It's with conscious consent that you receive, that if you want to receive it or not. So like say you have somebody that you know in your life that's just struggling, but you'd like to send them some good feelings, some good thoughts, some good prayers. You can add them and you can just say, yes, I include them into my energy work. Or I want to include them. Or a family member or your pets. I always include my home where I live. Because I think where we live is really important, the energy that we surround ourselves with. And, you know, sometimes where we live, maybe we live in a place that was, you know, everything holds on to the energy. You know, like that's why sometimes you go into a place and you get creeped out, or you go into a place and you feel tremendous bliss, because the energy stays in that place, in the earth, in the home, in the objects and the things. So you can bring to mind anybody you'd like to include, and it's up to their higher self to say yes or no, whether they receive the energy work or whether they don't. But your intention is always out there to send it to them in love, right? So bring to mind anybody you'd like to include in the woo-woo. And it can be a coworker, it could be your family, friends, it could be whomever you'd like. And all you need to do to participate is to inhale and exhale. That's it. Inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. And that's it. That's really all it is. Nothing more than that. And then the energy knows, your own higher mental self knows, and the energy goes where it needs to go. And it's just love. And somebody asked me, what kind of energy is it? I said, it's the same energy. Barb actually was really, really profound. And when she and I were talking about it one time, she said, somebody shared this with her, and she shared it with me. She said, it's the same energy that makes the grass grow and the sunshine. It's just pure love energy. Good night, Maria. Thanks for hanging out with us. And hopefully I'll see you on Thursday with Stacy and I when we do our joint live stream. So include anybody that you'd like to include. And that's all you need to do to participate. So let's get started. Inhale through your nose. And exhale out through your mouth. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Imagine yourself in a column of light. And when you look up, you can't see the end. And when you look down, you can't see the end. This is your column of light. It is unique to your being, soul, spirit. Allow your column of light to enter deep, deep, deep into the earth. Give your column of light the suggestion, heart of the earth. And with that, your column of light is right there, deep in the heart of the earth. Give your column of light big tree roots, like big oak roots, deep in the heart of the earth. Let's ask the earth to share with us our energy. And I see this energy like beautiful golden light, but you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful golden light energy rising up through your column of light, filling your feet and ankles, calves and knees, thighs and hips, filling the base of your spine, your lower abdomen, your waist, your chest and back, your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your neck and throat, your head and face, and feel it fountaining out the top of your head as high as you can imagine. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your connection to the earth. I'd like you to focus on your column of light above your head. Follow your column of light and give it the suggestion, heart of the creation, heart of creator, creation energy, heart of the central sun. And with that, your energy is right there, deep in the heart of this beautiful angelic realm. Give your column of light the same roots, the ones that you did, deep in the heart of the earth. ask this beautiful angelic realm, this beautiful creator, creation, love energy to share with us this beautiful energy. I see it like beautiful silvery diamonds. That you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful golden light energy. Feel this beautiful diamond light energy, the gold energy pouring up through your feet and fountaining out the top of your head, and this beautiful diamond light energy pouring from the heavens, filling your head and face, neck and throat, shoulders, arms, wrist, hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your chest and back, your waist, your lower abdomen, the base of your spine, and feel it pouring through your hips, thighs, knees, calves, and ankles, and out the bottom of your feet, expelling any and all excess deep into the heart, out your roots in the earth. Take a moment to enjoy your connection to heaven and earth. I'd like you to focus on your heart and open a window right there in your heart. And allow whatever energy no longer serves you, energy or emotions, and you don't even need to know what they are, and you don't need to know what they came from. Just give your body personality permission to release anything that no longer serves you, that no longer works for you in your highest good, that no longer is relevant. And on the inhale, I invite you to receive the spirit of divine love. And on the exhale, let go of anything else. Ready? Breathe in and receive the spirit of divine love. And let go of anything else. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Let's add 2 more points of light in your body. Let's add the point of light in your throat and the point of light in your lower abdomen. We're focusing on your throat, your heart, and your waist. Your throat, your heart, and your waist. Breathe in and receive divine love. Receive the spirit of divine love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Let's add 2 more points of light. The one in your lower abdomen and the one in the center of your forehead. So we're focusing on the center of our forehead, our throat, our heart, our waist, and our lower abdomen. Receive the spirit of divine love. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive in love. Release in love. One more time. Receive and release. Let's add 2 more points of light. The one in the top of your head, center of your forehead, your throat, your heart, your waist, your lower abdomen, and the base of your spine. Invite in and receive the spirit of divine love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Let's add 2 more points of light. Let's add the point of light 1 foot above your head, the top of your head, the center of your forehead, your throat, your heart, your waist, your lower abdomen, the base of your spine, and 1 foot below your feet. Invite in and receive the spirit of divine love. And call in the spirit of light into your body personality. Ready? Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Receive in love. Let's add 2 more points of light. Let's add the one 6 foot above your head, 1 foot above your head, and all the points of light in between. The top of your head, the center of your forehead, your throat, heart, waist, lower abdomen, the base of your spine, 1 foot below your feet, and 6 foot below that. Receive the spirit of divine love and receive the spirit of life. Ready? Receive in love. Receive in love. Let's add 2 more points of light. Let's focus on the point of light where you've connected to the heart of the creator creation energy, the heart of the central sun. And let's add 6 foot above your head, 1 foot, and all the points of light between. The top of your head, the center of your forehead, your throat, your heart, your waist, lower abdomen, base of your spine, 1 foot below your feet, 6 feet below that, and the point of light where you are connected to the heart of the earth. Ready? Receive the energy of divine love. And receive the energy, the spirit of life, and the spirit spirit of divine love. Ready? Receive in love. Receive in love. Invite this beautiful, loving energy into every cell of your body. Receive in love. One hand on your heart, and if you have water, put one hand on water if you choose to, or you can send the energy to whomever you feel needs it. Ready? Receive in love and give in love. I'd like you to imagine an infinity symbol. See it standing straight up and down like a figure 8. See it beginning in the heart of creator creation energy, crossing through your heart, entering deep into the earth, crossing back through your heart and ending where it began. On the inhale, receive love from the divine source, from creator creation energy, from the heart of the central sun, and from the heart of the earth. And on the exhale, give back love to the earth, to the heart of the earth, to creator creation energy, to the heart of the central sun. Ready? Receive in love and give in love. Receive and give. Receive and give. Now tell me when you can feel this energy coming from your hands. Ready? Let me know when you can feel it. I'd like you to bring an intention in. Let's send this healing, loving energy to the earth, to the water, to the plants and animals, and to anyone you'd like to bring in. Ready? Receive and give. Receive it. Now all of you with your intention, send it out in love. receive and give. Receive and give. Make sure to include your home. Receive and give. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and come back. And please feel free to share anything that you would like to share. There's no right or wrong, and you don't have to share anything. It's not mandatory. But if you feel the need and you'd like to share, please feel free. For me, it was very powerful. I felt tremendous gratitude, and I thank you all for that, because that was all of you and your love, and I really appreciate that. I have some paint here. I want to use it before it dries up. Hi, Lala. Oh, I'm glad you came, Lala. Thanks for sharing. Oh, you're welcome, Jean. I love you guys. I'm happy to share. I'm happy to share because, you know, as I share with you, I'm also sharing with myself. It's a cycle of giving and receiving, so, you know, it's awesome for me as well. Oh, you feel totally chillaxed in a thankful way. You know, I felt a lot of gratitude too. I felt a lot of gratitude. It's been welling up for me so much lately. Just this tremendous feeling of I'm grateful. You know, I'm grateful that I can hang out with you guys. I'm grateful that we could just be together. And I thought the energy was strong tonight too. You know, it's that way because we were all. Because you know why it's that way? It's because we're all connected, right? And it's all of us together. You know. I agree, Lala. I love you guys. I'm grateful that I get to hang out with you a couple times a week. I'm grateful that I get to hang out and trash craft with you a couple times a week. Those of you that are just joining us or have never experienced it, I try to do guided meditation at the end of all of our craft and chats. Not always, but I mean pretty much. Yeah, you know, I think I'm going through a different phase for myself and just feeling really grateful, Jean. Not that you know, we all know that what we focus on is what we bring into our lives, but, you know, focusing on the gratitude of just everything lately has been just tremendous. It's been helping me in ways that maybe it's just a different level of where I'm at in the gratitude, you know. Oh, thanks, Lala. You know, the thing is, what's cool about it, though, is that you can come back and listen to it anytime, and you're always here with us, because, you know, and there is no real time and space. We just create that for ourselves, right? So it's infinite. But the gratitude thing for me has been real lately, just tremendously grateful for my life and the things in my life and the people in my life and you guys. You know, like, the time that I wasn't here, when I had all my company, and I still have my kids are all still here, but my outside company isn't. But the time that I wasn't here, it was a full moon outside. Oh, that's so awesome. I was really missing you all. I was really missing all of you. And I'm grateful that you guys are in my life, and I'm grateful that you come to share your. And you guys don't have to craft with trash just because I do. You can craft with whatever you have. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Well, I'm glad you're here. I don't know, were you here? Did you stay long enough to do the meditation, or did you just come? So somebody asked me something the other day. I got this comment from somebody. I told you I get weird whatever comments from different people. And she said something like, I don't know, I can't remember. My head goes mindless after we do the woo-woo. So after you do the meditation, my head goes sort of like blank. So she just said something like, what's the purpose of all of this or something? And I said, I think it's just crafting is just the invitation to the party. The real party is the heart connection. That's what I told her. Oh, I missed you guys. Well, we're happy you joined, Lisa. Welcome. And I said, so many people nowadays don't have that heart-to-heart connection with each other anymore because our lives get crazy busy, yeah? It is a lovely group. I agree with you, Lala. Insight is very powerful. Try it, I love you, Trace. Big hugs. I've been missing you, girl. Love you, love you, love you. You're off to snack, shower, and study. Ooh. Trace, watch that lady Ann that I put in the description box. She's the real deal. I think you'll really like her. So, bye, Trace. We love you, girl. So I think, many people are missing that real, genuine heart-to-heart connection. Your water's gone already. That's awesome. Really misses the heart-to-heart connection that you can have. Aw, thanks, Trace. She's the real deal. Anna's the real deal. I don't know her personally because I've never met her. I've never met her. I don't know her. I have never seen her in person, although I would love to see her in person. I've never seen her in person. What's kind of cool is I guess now once these are totally dry, I can go back and do something on the back of the, the back of the page, like the backs of the page now that once it totally dries. I'm addicted to making, you guys, it's hard for me to want to buy an art journal because I'm addicted to making them out of books. Is that terrible? Well, I hope you guys join me on Thursday with Stacy at Pink Poodle Crafters. I don't know what we're gonna make, but there's the description. The link is in the description box below. We'll be on Thursday because I don't know what time. I'll try to do a little video tomorrow that just anyway that talks about it. I agree. Handmade is more personal. Well, it's not even that. It's just that sometimes I'm thinking like, okay, because I love this. I love good Strathmore paper, but I would go in and you find like a pad of Strathmore paper and it's like $20 or $30, and you're like, I'm thinking that $30, I could buy some really cool paint. Thinking I could have some cool paint with that $30. And I could just go get my free book from the recycling part of the library, and I could have my, or whatever, or buy my book for $1. Well, I love you guys. Know that I love you, and I'm put you in my woo-woo every day, even if I don't see you. I always do. I always include all the crafting mamas, and my intention is that you all are happy and healthy and leading wonderful, fulfilled, fun lives. And then we all find out like what it is we're meant to do here. So I think the cat page is my favorite so far. I'm gonna have to look for that magazine because I know I think this is my favorite page so far. The cat from the magazine. For a while I was cutting out cats and dogs. So the cat page I think is my favorite. The cat sitting on the alphabet. sitting on the Tim Holtz stencil. Well, I love you, my friends, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday with Stacy, and I hope you have a wonderful crafty week. It does keep stuff out of landfills. I agree with you, Lala. I hope you guys have a wonderful crafty week, and as always, 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 good night, Marilyn. From my heart to your heart, I'm always sending you guys so much aloha. I love you, and I'll see you on Thursday with Stacy. And you guys let me know what you think about Anne. I'm interested to know what you guys see and feel and think about her energy work too, because I like it. Jean, you're absolutely right. Our collective positive thoughts help our world. You're absolutely right. I love you guys. You guys are so awesome. Thanks for everybody that joined us. Welcome, Lisa. Come earlier next time, and we'll hang out with you. Big hugs and love. Talk to you soon. See you Thursday, girls. Aloha.